I'm delighted to be with Rob McKelvey again in the studio. Thanks for joining us, Rob.
Pleasure, Robert.
Now, today we're going to talk about motivation and how to maintain motivation. So
Right.
this is a topic I know you do a lot of work on. So how do you motivate someone?
You can't.
Well, thank you for joining us. Okay.
I'm a firm believer, Robert, in that you can't motivate someone. You can inspire them. But motivation is something that comes from within oneself.
Okay.
And inspiration is an external source of kick up the backside in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to maintain motivation, it has to come from within.
Okay, so how do we do that then as an individual? We're a little demotivated, a bit fed up with our lot. What do we do? What tips can we learn?
When you're working on a project or a task, it's quite often useful to break it down into small chunks and give yourself a pat on the back for every little portion that you're accomplishing.
Okay.
So it's like progress reporting.
A pat on the back might take what form?
Just saying, hey, well, it's finished. I've completed that.
Okay.
I've done that task. It's fantastic. I'm on my way to accomplishing.
Okay, so
the
any
ultimate
big
goal.
challenge you've got that's looks like a big hill in front of you, break it down into small chunks.
Correct.
And celebrate or acknowledge yourself for each little step that you've done.
And give yourself a reward, which could be time out of the office, could be a glass of red wine, could be an ice cream cone, could be anything, but give yourself a reward and allow yourself that successful feeling.
Okay, great. What else can we do?
Surround yourself with motivated people.
Good idea.
It creates an energy of can-do euphoria
Yeah.
when you're surrounded by people who have a strong internal motivation. The corollary of that is don't surround yourself with negative people because misery loves company.
Yes.
And it will drag you down. And rather than having a can-do euphoria, you'll have a can't-do euphoria.
Yeah, okay, not good. Okay, third point.
Third point, find inspiration in what you're doing. It could be from an individual who inspires you. It could be from watching a sunrise or a sunset. It could be from listening to music. It could be anything that inspires you. Because that inspiration...
So not necessarily directly related to anything you're working on,
Not
but
necessarily.
look for inspiration around you. Okay.
That's correct. Now, it's most beneficial if you can work in an inspired environment.
Sure.
That's why a lot of artists have beautiful pieces of artwork in their studios so that they can get inspiration from other people's work.
Yep.
So that's very useful as well.
Okay, so have inspiring things around you or look for moments of inspiration. Okay, and your final point?
Final point is maintain your passion. If you're passionate about something, then you will be motivated internally to succeed at what you're doing. And quite often...
Again, regardless of whether that's directly related to your work or not.
Correct.
Yeah.
And once you lose passion, you lose motivation. And I've seen it happen in many, many people.
So true. I remember talking to someone a while ago who's very fed up, and I said, what do you feel passionate about? And the conversation immediately went into the past tense because he didn't have anything in his current day that he was passionate about, but he had memories of it. And we looked at it and found out that in fact a number of those things could be rekindled now. So
that's right, because there are little synapses that join old passions to new passions.
Yeah.
So never lose that passion.
It's getting very passionate. Rob, thank you very much for joining us.
Pleasure,
today.
Robert.
Thank you.